Good day, everyone. How was the day? Uh, Today we are starting the day one of our 30-day HTML tutorial, and we are just going to be going through the introduction to HTML. So let's get going. What is HTML? HTML is an abbreviation for hypertext markup language. It's a very essential building block of the web. So HTML is a set of specifications for creating documents that the browser can display as a web page. That is, HTML is going to specify what the browser can display as a web page. Now, there have been various versions of HTML, and since inception in 1993, when HTML was created, there have been various versions. HTML was in 1993, HTML2 was introduced in 1995, HTML3, January 1997, HTML4, December 1997, and HTML5, which is the current version of HTML, was introduced in 2014. So there we have it. Now, HTML, hypertext markup language. Um, Hypertext, what is hypertext? Is a document that is linked to another related material with the use of hyperlinks. For example, in Microsoft Word, I don't know if you noticed some documents that on the table of contents, you click on probably a topic or a subtopic there and to take you to that part of the document where the information on that topic or subtopic is contained. Yeah, so that is the function of hyperlink. Why markup language is a language type where the author uses a mark. It's a text encoding system having a set of symbols inserted. Those symbols are HTML tags in a text document to control the structure, formatting, or the relationship between its parts. So these HTML tags are what controls the structure, the formatting, and relationship between the parts of the web page. So HTML gives the browser what to read so it can display the specific style the author wants it to. So difference between HTML and work document. HTML document gives full power to the author, and the author can manipulate the document and write it to any form he or she wants to. So it's quite powerful. So HTML standard is defined by what we, as I call it, the Web Hypertext Application Technology Working Group. And they took over from the World Wide Web Consortium due to their slow standards and some terrible decisions that they've made. So the takeover was completed in 2019. So what we, as I call them, uh, set the standard for HTML. So HTML is a very simple language. It's fundamental. There's not much um how can I put it? Not much merry-go-round around about it. It's functional, it's basic, it's just like the skeletal system of a human being. Just think of a skeleton. Without the skeleton, there's no support for the human body. So that's just how HTML is. It is not concerned with how things look, but what things mean. So it's the structure upon which design and functionality of the website will be built. And this HTML does not care about whether the site is beautiful or not. It just defines what is meant to be seen. So it leaves the functionality and the design to CSS and JavaScript. CSS is for the design and JavaScript for the functionality. So then the web is designed to be backwards compatible with existing web browsers. That is, new later versions of the language can work on older versions of web browsers. So new features build on existing features and allow you to provide fallback content for other browsers. That's just what backwards compatibility means. So you can use new languages or new versions in old versions of browsers. So yeah, as we're talking about HTML tags, that those are what defines this thing, what is shown on the HTML page. Well, We'll check an example. Their developers use built-in website browsers to help inspect pages and have access to HTML codes from anywhere in the world. So we can view HTML source code by right-clicking on an HTML page and selecting which page source, mostly in Chrome, because you go to use Chrome. But you can also view in Firefox, Internet Explorer, Firefox. You get so those kind of or the different web browsers to open a window containing the HTML source code of the page, and also to inspect. Also right click and choose inspect. So I'm going to be showing that now. So uh here we have Microsoft's page. Why is it something? So yeah. So now we want to check the source code. So as you can see, doc type HTML. That's just basic HTML um as a skeletal system as I put it. So there is it. This is the source code of Microsoft web page. So you can see HTML. So now that is source code. Let's inspect. So for example, now I want to know how was this done. So that's giving me the data on this image and everything. So you can use this. This is a very powerful tool. You can use it to check. Can use to check any element on the page. So you can see to take you to where that specific element is in the structure. So these are very powerful tools. That's the function. They are developer tools. So anybody has access to this code. Anybody that can read it has access to the code. And so that's that about that. So let's move on. HTML editors. These are pieces of software for creating and editing HTML code. Now, we have two different types of HTML code editors. They are WYSIWYG and text-based. WYSIWYG is what you get editors. They show a live preview of pages. So as you are modifying element or as you're adding elements, they will show a live preview of what you are doing. So to be updated immediately as soon as as you are typing, so it will be updated. So they modify elements on a visual interface that looks like a typical word processor, which will show the exact same way on the web. Examples include brackets.io, Atom. So we have text-based editors, which are similar to what it is what you get editors without the visual interface connected. They enable more intricate coding practices and give more control over work with direct modification. Examples include Notepad++, Sublime Text, Visual Studio Code. Now, let's go back to the previous slide. So features of a good HTML editor include syntax highlighting, that is this emphasizes key elements with different colors to easily read and recognize code structure. So let me open my VS Code for you. And let me delete everything here. So HTML, that's better HTML5. So Visual Studio Code gives a lot of suggestions. So as you can see, there are different color um or different let me put it as information. The tags have different colors, then the information contained in them. That's these are so you see there are different distinct key value pairs as they call them. That's not for now. But you can see that there are different colors. Yeah. So what else? Okay. Auto completion. As you can see, when I element automatically suggested or inserted when they are supposed to appear saving time. As you can see, when I just put HTML, import HTML5 and I press enter, and it was able to complete that part. It's of me typing everything by myself. Let me give another example. let's say I want to create, I want to create something. So let's say I want to create a paragraph as P. Uh, hello world. Now, or let's say I want to create a div. So see, it's auto completing it for me. And also, what's the next key point? Error detection. It checks code for errors and flags them for you to see. So when there's an error, you'll be able to see it. Let me try to make an intentional error. So let's say I want to write uh article. So it has contains for me. And now let's say probably I'm coding and I forgot to write this. So you can see it has already flagged it. But when you will notice it has already flagged it red. But when I do this, you see it has. Or let me just try to insert a JavaScript um so you can see it better. So see the suggestion and everything. Thanks. JavaScript. So let's say let A is equal to, I see the different colors for it. Let B 2. I see that has flagged it already. It has given me this kind of sign saying Microsoft, so it has given me that there's an error here. I'm either supposed to put let sorry, see if I say let B is equal to 2. See. So that's just what a good um processor does for you. Let me see if our page, if what we've typed on our page. Let's see. Let me try and refresh it. So you see what I typed, hello world and hola. See, see it here, and it's already showing. So yeah, you just in Visual Studio Code, you just go live here for you to run this for you to show what you've put on your web page. So let's leave that for now. So we have checked these key points, syntax highlighting, auto completion, error detection. So search and replace also helps to find particular code and replace them all at once if need be. Yeah, you can do that also. FTP integration to connect web server with a file transfer protocol, FTP client from the dashboard. Yeah, that's what you just did. That go live. Now code you can hide some sections of code to focus on others. So now let me try and show that. Okay. So now let's say I want to fold my head. As you can see, these arrows here. So once I click it, it has folded the whole head tag. So sometimes you need to focus on a particular section of code so you can fold others just for the main time. And if I unfold it, see it's back there. If I fold this too, if I fold HTML, see it looks very, very few. It can make your code to look, maybe if you have a long code, just make it look shorter for the main time. And so those are the good features of a good HTML editor. So when an HTML page is served by the browser, tags are interpreted and the browser renders the element according to the rules that define their visual appearance. Some of these rules are built in, such as how a list renders or how a link is underlined in blue. Some other rules are set by you with CSS. Yeah. So HTML documents are files which end with a HTML or .html extension, as I said earlier. The website there reads the HTML file and renders its content so that internet users can view it. Just like you saw when I wrote hello and Nola with my paragraph tag and my div tag, and the browser rendered it, just rendered the text out. So that paragraph and div specify different elements, specify different this thing. There are different tags with different functions, but I'm just using HTML to I just wanted to use the p tag now and the div tag for as an example, just to show you what the browser does. It interprets what is contained inside those tags, and that's what it brings out to the HTML to the browser screen for users for those view. Let me try and put a link. You'll see. So href is that's it. You just put hash there. So you say click click me. Now if we go to our document and refresh, you see click me. This is a link. So like I say, the tags are different. They have different functions. Now this is a link tag. This div is a container tag. Hello world is a paragraph tag. That's p, and we know we'll, we'll learn all there is to know about them when we go further. So all HTML documents must start with the document type declaration doc type HTML, as you saw on the in the text editor. This tells the browser that hey, these are the HTML files, so render it accordingly. So as we saw earlier, so this is the layout of the HTML page. So the HTML document itself begins with HTML and ends with HTML. Now you have two tags, the opening tag and the closing tag. Now this is the opening tag, and this is wrong. It's supposed to be um, a / in front of HTML. So you have a opening tag and you have closing tag. So just like let me open the as you can see, these are opening tag and these are closing tag. So if you want a / in front of um the text of the closing tag. So that's how the layout is of the opening tag and the closing tag. And inside the tag, we have tags that are essential to creating a web page, like the tags using the metadata and internal or external CSS and JavaScript. Oh, I'm just having a slight bit of kata, so it's affecting my voice. Mostly things that do not directly appear on the page, but only help the browser or bots like the Google search bot display it properly and a j tag. As you can see, let's check it again. So you can see metadata. So title, those are what are displayed in the tag. And you can also put script tag also in the tag, like I did earlier when I was demonstrating something with JavaScript. So these are the tag looks like. So inside the body tag, we have the content of the page. That's the visible part of the HTML document. So the HTML document to not show you what is inside the tag and everything. The HTML document itself will show you what's inside the body tag. That's the visible part of the HTML document. So what is going to be displayed on the web page is going to be shown on the HTML in the body. Now there are different types of tags as we discussed earlier. They have opening tags, closing tags, and self-closing tags. So there are three main parts of an element. Now, an element consists of the opening tag, the text content, and the closing tag. So opening tag is used to state where an element starts to take effect. It is wrapped in opening and closing angle brackets. So you can see it here. The text content, this is the output that the other users can see. It also can also contain other elements. The closing tag is the same as the opening tag, but has a forward slash for the elements name. That's it. The combination of the three parts will create an HTML element. So these are HTML tag. That body alone, the opening body tag is an HTML is a tag. But when the when an element consists of this opening tag, text content, and closing tag. So when these three conditions are fulfilled, then you have an element. These are elements. Right? These are elements, and this is a P element. This is an HTML paragraph. So this is an HTML element.